This is K2 News at 11 on your side.
As the search for St. Helens City Administrator John Walsh continues, the community is coming together to honor his life and legacy. John went missing late Saturday night after police say he fell into the Columbia River and never resurfaced. Thank you all for joining us tonight at 11. I'm Wesley Ogle. Tonight, the community hosted a concert and a vigil in John's honor at Columbia View Park along the waterfront. K2's Jennifer Singh spent the evening there, and she has more on how he's being remembered.
I hope you're doing really well in heaven.
Dozens of people crowded Columbia View Park in St. Helens Thursday for a night dedicated to longtime city administrator John Walsh.
He's in our hearts.
The night kicking off with a concert featuring one of John's favorite bands.
As we light the candle, that you guys would have hope in your hearts.
Followed by a candlelight vigil and moments of silence.
Our community's still in shock.
Authorities have been searching for John since late Saturday night when they say he fell into the Columbia River and never resurfaced. The search is now a recovery mission.
I hope they find him soon, and I hope he brings peace to the family.
John's disappearance has rocked the community here, and ever since his disappearance, a memorial has lined the waterfront. That's where people are gathering and leaving candles, flowers, notes, cards, and other mementos. The city says they will gather those notes and cards and give them to the Walsh family.
He was special to many in this community.
John is remembered as a loving husband, dad, and friend, and also for his nearly 14 years of dedication as city administrator.
Look, this is beautiful, and he's developed this for us, and he's keeping everything going for us, Halloween Town, everything.
He really understood what this town needed.
As the search continues, people say John's legacy will not be forgotten.
They say one candle can light 1,000. John was the 1,000 that could light 10,000. He's going to be missed.
In St. Helens, Jennifer Singh, K2 News.
It is just so tragic. We'll keep everybody updated on that. And we do have a good news traffic update now. All northbound lanes of I-5 are back open again at Columbia Boulevard in North Portland following a deadly crash that happened around 5 this evening. I-5 northbound was closed for about 5 hours. Police say the crash involved a motorcycle and a car. The motorcyclist died at the scene. The driver stayed and cooperated with investigators. Developing tonight, Oregon State Police have identified the man killed in yesterday's police shooting in Lincoln County as 49-year-old Daniel Noonan. Investigators say troopers went to a property along the Siletz Highway to arrest Noonan in connection with several alleged bias-related crimes. Authorities say moments after officers arrived, Noonan started shooting at them. They returned fire, hitting Noonan, leaving him badly hurt. He later died at the hospital. No law enforcement officers were injured. The officers involved have now been placed on administrative leave, which is protocol. And we have new information in a Salem officer-involved shooting. A Marion County grand jury has ruled that a Salem police sergeant was justified in using deadly force during a domestic violence call earlier this month. This shooting happened June 11th near Portland Road after officers responded to reports that a woman was being held at gunpoint at a homeless camp. Investigators say Sergeant Jason Donner and another officer heard a woman calling for help and then moved toward a tent. Authorities say 35-year-old Jose Anguiano pointed what appeared to be a handgun at officers. Donner fired multiple shots, striking Anguiano. Investigators later determined the weapon was a CO2 air pistol. Anguiano is now facing multiple charges. Now new at 11, Washington County deputies have released new video of a dramatic search for a burglary suspect who investigators say ran through neighborhoods, jumped fences, and even crossed rooftops while trying to escape. Deputies responded this afternoon to a home near Holcomb and West Union Road after a homeowner reported an unknown man in their backyard. Investigators say the suspect took off once confronted and then attacked the homeowner before taking his keys. Deputies, K-9 teams, and drone operators surrounded the area. Authorities were able to quickly arrest 20-year-old Fabian Rincon. He is now facing multiple charges, including attempted burglary, assault, and trespassing. Turning to Salem now, a man is behind bars after police say he broke into a business and tried to run from officers this morning. Officers responded just after 3:30 to a business on Salem Industrial Drive after security reported a man inside taking items. Police say the suspect took off on nearby railroad tracks as officers arrived, prompting a search. Investigators say 30-year-old Jeremiah Greiser was found and taken into custody. Officers recovered around $2,500 worth of stolen property. Greiser faces charges including burglary, theft, and escape. An investigation is underway right now in Gresham following a shooting that left a person hurt. Officers responded just after 6 this evening to Civic and Burnside Road. Once they arrived, they found a person who had been shot and rushed them to the hospital. Their condition is still not known. Investigators say the suspect left the scene before officers arrived. Nobody's been arrested. Police believe the shooting was targeted, and they say the two people knew each other. So if you have any information about this, call 911. A Portland man received a 22-year prison sentence today for a crime spree targeting 4 women in Southeast Portland last March. 43-year-old Judson Defer pleaded guilty to kidnapping, attempted rape, and multiple counts of sex abuse stemming from attacks on March 15th. Prosecutors say Defer entered a church and a private home and assaulted women on the street within a short span of time. District Attorney Nathan Vasquez reacted to the sentence.
Today was a good day of closure of the court process, but by no means is it the end of the healing journey for these victims. This is a horribly traumatic event for the victims involved in this case, but also for the community.
DA Vasquez went on to praise the victims and their resilience and how they came together to support one another. Now, new tonight, Vancouver police have arrested a person in connection with a deadly shooting from earlier this week. 19-year-old Isaiah Pantoja is facing charges of second-degree murder and first-degree assault. The arrest stems from the June 15th shooting on Crescent Avenue, where 19-year-old London Walker was killed. 2 other people were hurt. Anybody with information or video of this incident is asked to call the Vancouver Police tip line. Milwaukee police are searching for a hit-and-run driver after an e-cyclist ended up in the hospital today. Officers say a white SUV sideswiped the cyclist on Southeast Harmony Road just before noon, throwing the rider to the ground. The driver initially stopped, spoke with the victim, but then took off before police arrived. The cyclist suffered significant cuts and bruises to their head and extremities. Anybody with information or dash cam footage should call the Milwaukee Police tip line. All right, it's time now to talk with Storm Tracker 2 meteorologist Dave Selesky, and let's talk about how hot it got today, because it's still a pretty warm day, kind of humid, cloudy.
A little warm today, you're right. The temperature's running about 11 degrees above average, so temperatures for this time of year should be 74, 75. We were again in the mid-80s today. Even warmer as we look ahead for tomorrow. 85 at PDX, 84 this afternoon, and Vancouver, 86 in Troutdale. It was 83 down in Aurora. Now, top 3 things to know. Red flag warning is going up tomorrow east of the Cascades if parts of southern and southeastern Oregon begin at 1 o'clock in the afternoon through about 1 a.m. on Saturday for high fire danger. Warmer weather returns across much of the area, both west and east side of the Cascades. And next week, not warmer, but hotter weather. And we may be flirting with triple-digit numbers. Tomorrow, don't forget, we have USA versus Australia in the World Cup up in Seattle. Weather looks to be perfect, 75 degrees, and they take to the pitch at 12 noon Pacific time. Northwest winds about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Out there right now, our Visit Hood River camera. As you can see, clear skies, 66 degrees the temperature there, and the C-Tran cameras across the river over in Vancouver, up on top of the library. Clear skies right now, but mild at 73 degrees. Wes, I'll have the forecast for you in less than 10 minutes. Back over to you.
All right, Dave, thank you so much. Still to come here on KATU News, the countdown is on as soccer fans pack the Emerald City for a World Cup matchup between the USA and Australia. The excitement, the atmosphere, and what fans are saying ahead of kickoff. And we create a lot of valuable content here on KATU News. If you would like to see it again or share it with your friends, point your phone's camera at the QR code on your screen. That will take you right to the KATU News YouTube page.